Now guys, I am going to talk today about the what is the trigonometric sign when the angle changes. Let's suppose I have tell you to find the sine of 60 degree. So you know the value of sine of 60 degree, which is the root 3 by 2. But if I will ask you what is the sine, you will say answer is positive and this is the correct. And if I will ask you sine of 180 degree, so you don't know the value, even though you can determine the sine and also you could find the value of the sine of 180 degree easily, and even also the sine of 750 degree, and like this so many angle. So in this video I am going to talk about how to determine the sine of trigonometric ratios, at which angle the sine will be positive or the negative. Then after in next video I will teach you to find the values at such angle. So for this we have to understand as you know that the trigonometry is defined through a unit circle. Unit circle means a circle whose radius is the one unit. So this is what we have, a unit circle, and draw this is the coordinate system inside the circle. Then we will get the coordinate of this point 0, 0, and the coordinate of this point like this and like this. And as you know that according to class 10th mathematics of the trigonometry, you have to construct a right angle triangle to understand about the trigonometry. As it is the unit circle, so length of this one is going to be the 1 unit, and the length of this one is also going to be the 1 unit, because it is the radius of the circle and it is the unit circle, so length is going to be a 1 unit, and the coordinate of this point is going to be 0, 0. Now we have to construct a right angle triangle to understand more about this. So let's suppose this one we have this one as a theta, and we will draw a perpendicular to this, so it becomes the right angle triangle. So if I will tell you the length of this one is A and length of this one is B, and if I will ask you to find the sine theta, and if I will ask you the coordinate of this point, the coordinate of this point is going to be the x, y. As you know that coordinate of any point on a coordinate system is going to be x, y. If I will ask you to find the coordinate of this, your answer is like this, the minus x, minus y, because it is in the third quadrant, so this is going to written like this. But in the second quadrant it is the minus x plus of y, or in the fourth quadrant it is the x and minus of y, like this the coordinate is going to happen. And if I will tell you to write this coordinate in the form of trigonometric function, so how will you find? So let's suppose I have given you to find sine theta in this triangle. So you know that sine theta means perpendicular by hypotenuse, and for this theta, this is going to be the perpendicular B, and hypotenuse is going to be the 1. So at the place of B, so from here you get that sine of theta is equal to the B, sine of theta is equal to B. And if I will ask you to find the cos theta means base upon hypotenuse, so base is going to be the A, and the hypotenuse we have, which is the 1, because it is the radius of the circle, and the radius of circle going to be 1 because it is a unit circle. So the cos of theta is going to be the 1. So from here we get the two things, the sine of theta which is equal to B, and cos of theta which is equal to A. Now you have to see in more interesting way. If I will ask you to write the coordinate of point x and y in form of A and B, so how will you write? As you know that this one is an x coordinate and this one as in y coordinate, so the coordinate of this point is going to be like this, A, B. So from here the coordinate of this point, at the place of x you could write the A, and at the place of y you could write the B. And as you know that A is equal to cos of theta and B is equal to sine of theta. So the main thing which I would like to tell you that x coordinate denotes the cos theta and y coordinates denotes the sine theta. in the trigonometry which you have to remember in the coordinate system. So if I will ask you to find the coordinate in the trigonometric function of this point, let's suppose it is any point in the third quadrant. So as you know that in the third quadrant x is positive and y is the negative, and x denotes the cos theta. So this is going to be the cos of theta, and this is going to be minus of sin theta because the y coordinate is in minus, and in this it is the minus of cos theta and minus of sin theta, like this. And in the second you will get minus of sin theta, sorry, minus of it is the minus of cos theta and plus of sin theta. So like this you are going to get. And at the same time, as you get to understood that if I will ask you to the value of sin theta in the third quadrant, your answer is the value of sin theta in the third quadrant is the negative. But at this place, if I will ask you to find the value of tan theta in the third quadrant, so how will you find? So as you know a relation which is that tan of theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. Or in the third quadrant both of them are negative, that means minus of sin theta minus of cos theta, minus we can cancel out, this is going to be the tan theta. So in the third quadrant the answer, the tan theta is going to be the positive. And if I will ask you to find the value of tan theta, either the positive or negative in the second quadrant, again you know that tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta, and here sin theta we have in positive and cos theta we have in negative. So this is going to be the tan theta and this is going to be the minus. So in the second quadrant the tan theta is going to be in the minus. So I think you get to understood what I mean by this all, in which of them remains the positive. And like this, if I will ask you to the tan theta, tan of 190, the value of 190 something is going to happen. And if I will ask you just it is going to be the positive or negative, just you have to answer. So you know that from here if you will started to run, here you will get to the 90, 180 and something, here you will get 190. And as you know that in the third quadrant tan theta is the positive, from here you know that tan theta is the positive. So whatever is the value of tan theta, but answer is going to be in positive. Let's suppose the value of tan theta is x or y, anything, so answer is going to be the positive. And this is what I want to teach you, and thank you for today.